Well, we're just doing this interview at the lunch break for Tynwald, and we're downstairs in the lobby here. You were a busy boy today, weren't you? I mean, 23 and a half minutes on one question about buses and the way forward. And you weren't going to be drawn, were you, about which one you want to take? You're still saying you want to change the whole fleet when you go for it to, what, electric or hybrid or something, yeah?
Well, because technology is changing, we have to do things in a responsible and measured way, and we have a whole fleet to deal with. So it's very important that we deal with this right. But obviously, all of us are excited by those new technologies, and we want to move it forward in the right manner.
Why so much interest in this subject? Do you think it's because we're doing diesel still, right? I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it? And we should be doing something a bit more cleaner. Well,
it is clean and a cleaner diesel. Each new standard improves, so we're now on a Euro 6, which is vastly much more clean and efficient and lower emissions than previous buses. The bus itself is very green because people using a bus rather than using their car will reduce their emissions, if you like, for the island. So buses is a good news story and something that we really should support.
Am I right in thinking that you like Mercedes-Benz? I mean, you've got them already, and it was brought up, but maybe they're behind the curve compared with other companies. You've had a few things on test, but you're going to go with Mercedes, aren't you?
Well, we're going to look at all of the technologies as they come about. It's a quickly changing environment. The technology in electric vehicles is massively changing, so we have to go at the right time. If you go too soon and get the wrong vehicle, then in actual fact things could break down. You have to have the service parts. You have to, you have to. When
you change, you're going to change the whole fleet. Is that what I'm getting at?
Well, you have to have that managed change of fleet because vehicles change every over 9 years. You'll change your fleet steadily as you go forward.
Technology will always move on, though. Whatever you buy will be out of date, right? Because that's the way with electric and new technology.
And that's why it's important to get the service history, the spares, the expertise absolutely right. If you like move from one to another without having the right parts, if something does go wrong, you could be left high and dry.
Was everyone happy with your answers?
I think that we're all keen to move forward as quickly as we can, and I'm keen to move as quickly as.
And what time scale are we talking about then?
Well, as I say, some of these technologies that have worked elsewhere haven't been so successful.
Can't pin you down though. I don't think anyone pinned you down on a.
No, I know, because that's the purpose of having a trial. If I knew all the answers at this point, we wouldn't need a trial.
So we're waiting for Mercedes-Benz to lend you their latest one, are you?
Well, we're looking at all sorts. We're looking at hybrid this winter, and then subsequently be looking when trials are available, when good buses are available, we will move with them at the appropriate time. But we won't we can't understand what technology is going to do because it's very changing very fast. One of the vehicles, as I say, only does 130 kilometres a day. Well, that wouldn't be appropriate. Also, what might be appropriate in Douglas may not be appropriate for interurban areas where the conditions that don't exist elsewhere in cities.